also on Facebook, Nigeria Info, and also on my Instagram Live page, Rufai Oseni on Instagram Live. That's Rufai Oseni. We're talking about toucher centers yesterday. Toucher centers. There's a big revelation about this toucher centers recently. This talk has been going on around town. Yesterday, we said, please bring forth and tell us centers that perpetrate this, on other people in society. And it's not about religion. Some people are so quick to say it's about religion, it's about a particular religion. Tell you what, Christians, everybody across board. We heard about a church yesterday, Beretta Church. I said if you have more information as regards that, let us know. A lot of people are joining us. Sola Taiwo, okay, Christian, you're joining us up. Hit us up on the phone line 01277 012770993, 012771993, 012773993, and we're talking about this toucher centers. There's been big revelation about those toucher centers recently. We all know about them. Mostly in the northern part of the country, but I'm also saying that we have many of those centers in Lagos. We have many of those churches that those centers. We also have individual homes that have turned these centers, and this crime is being perpetrated against a lot of people. And we're trying to get the mindset of people. If you've gone through something like that at some point in your life, call us up, speak to us. Let us bear our hearts out on this, all right? Let the world know what you have gone through if you've ever been in this situation, if you've ever been in this position at any point. People we hear growing up, they were flogged, they were bitten. They said they had some form of demonic spirit or whatever it was the end of the day in their lives, and they were constantly hurt. And these toucher centers are everywhere. It's just incumbent on the belief of people. When people believe that other people, the best way to help them or to rehabilitate them is to bring violence and to torture them and to hurt them and to beat them and to put them in shackles. That's where we have problems like this prevalent in society. And in conversations with Rufai, we're getting to the root of the matter. You know any area that this is being perpetrated in Lagos? You know any area that this is happening currently in Lagos? Let us know. Because if we do not expose things like this, nothing will happen. If we do not talk about things like this, nothing will happen. You know somebody close to you that is going through that right about now, hit us up, talk to us across all the platforms. 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, 012773993. Hit us up. Let's talk about this. Torture centers. They're supposed to be rehabilitation centers, but now they've become torture centers all over Lagos. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, good evening. I'm fine.
Great to have you. How are you, sir?
I'm good. My name is Orobusa. I'm calling from Ologun State.
Great to have you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We have one in my street.
Okay.
Ogunfayo.
Okay.
So precisely.
What street is that? Say the name of that street again.
Ogunfayo.
Oguntayo Street. What area is that?
Is after Shagotedo.
Okay.
Before last Square.
Okay. What happens there?
They have this celestial church.
Yeah.
So they always tie their members. So there's a mango tree in front of the church. They always tie them to the tree and flog them mercilessly, saying that they are casting demons from their body.
They tie them to a mango tree and they flog them and they say they're casting out demons from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this information. The name of the street again?
Ogunfayo. Road 2. Ogunfayo.
Road 2, Oguntayo Street, around Shangotedo area.
It's actually opposite Ekutu. If you know Ekutu, if you know Coach Charis Moto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they just immediately after Coach Charis.
Yeah.
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 All right, sir.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you. We're still going on the phone lines and talking about this. We hope those in authority will quickly do something as regards that. All right, in that area. Hello, how are you doing? Great to talk to you. Conversations with Rufai. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
It's Joe talking to you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Daniel.
Daniel, great to talk to you. Talk to me, sir.
Can I discuss an issue that happened in the bank?
What?
An issue that happened in the bank.
No, is it based on what we're talking about? We're talking about these torture centers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
thank you. I really appreciate you.
can-
There'll be an open day, all right, where we get to talk about other issues. 0700 Night Youth, right? I was called off. Okay, so you can hit us up. Can we get? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay, 012771993, 012772993. Hello, how are you doing? Okay. So we got a lot of people sending messages. Rebecca Amino, I can see you. You can't hear the callers. We'll definitely make it possible for you to hear the callers. Ifeoma 2949, I can see your message over there. Thank you so much. If you see me, thanks a lot. Websnaz, thanks a lot. You all join me here. We're going straight to the phone lines. Hello, how are you doing? Right. We're still trying to get the calls in. You can also get across to us on the WhatsApp lines. Those lines are there. If we have the WhatsApp lines, you can also get across to us on the WhatsApp lines and send you a message. In fact, somebody tried sending a message yesterday, and he said he was going to talk about a particular area in Surrey area where these torture centers were rife. In fact, he said on a particular street in Surrey area. So we'll see if we can quickly take a call. We got Emmanuel from Majalo. How you doing, Emmanuel?
Good evening. My name is Emmanuel.
Great to have you, Emmanuel.
I think I skipped that very scenario you're talking about. This thing happened when one of my auntie asked me to escort her towards that free trade zone side. And that free trade zone side, she was actually going for prayer, but she didn't tell me she was going to a white garment church for the prayers. So after I followed her, they asked me to come in. I went inside. I had to off my footwear, and I went inside. Then, the next thing that happened was after she was attended to, then the man now looked at me and laughed. And now started telling me some of my problems. I was scared because that's the first time I stepped into that kind of place. Then the next thing he told me was that if I need a solution to all these things that's happening, I should come with one cloth from my house. I will use that cloth for 1 week. I'll be sweeping, I'll be cleaning, I'll be doing everything in the church for 1 week. And as soon as I finish cleaning, every day I'll go to the water, take my bath in the ocean there, rub myself on the sand by that place there, then still put on that clothes, then come back, and I will not eat for that 1 week. Immediately, I had goosebumps on my body. I was like, God, this thing people are talking about, I'm seeing it real. The thing is that most of them don't even care about the torturing. What they're after is the solution to the problem they have. Before the torturing, there are things those people have to tell you that will make you even forget about the torturing. So these things are really happening in our religious areas. Do you understand?
Okay.
So the reason I'm testifying is that I am a living witness, although I did not go through those things. But people should be mindful of where they go to seek help in churches and mosques. These are where the problems are. So this thing, the location of this place I'm telling you is just before the free trade zone, very close to the water side, but I've forgotten the name of the street, so I can't give you vivid information about that. So everybody listening to me now should take note of every prayer houses, religious, not even the white garment churches alone, churches that are most especially handled by the young generations. They'll ask you to come to church. I have gone to another one. They'll ask you to come to church, and they'll ask you to lie down on the.
Thank you so much for that. And
They'll ask you to lie down on the floor and even forget you for the whole day. Sometimes they'll tell you to do that continuously for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Those are torturing.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And we're going to, dive deep into all of that. We'll go for a quick break now, courtesy of our very good friends at MTN. We'll be right back and we'll talk more about this.
It's just a 60 seconds break. We'll be right back. let's get into the meat of the matter. Welcome from that break. It's Conversations with Rufai. Hey, stay with us. We'll be right back on Conversations with Rufai.
Right, we're right back with Conversations with Rufai this evening. We're talking about torture centers. And hey, I just have to put this out there very strongly. It is a reflection of the mindset of a lot of people when they do these things. I mean, God has not told anybody to tell you to roll on the floor for you to receive your miracle. Anybody that does that, it shows the person has a bewildered mindset, and the person thinks suppression of other people will bring anointing and miracle. And we have that a lot. You see, there are a lot of people that are leading various religious sects, and they themselves need to be led. They lack understanding. They are very, very weak on the inside. So they think they find their strength by subjugating other people. Christ has died on the cross of Calvary, and he said, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. It is finished. That's it. So if it is finished, why don't you just reach across to him rather than rolling on the floor or doing some sorts of spiritual calisthenics, as it were? You don't need all of that. So let's just set that mindset straight. The minute anybody tells you to start rolling on the floor, start hurting yourself, that person is destroying you, is torturing you. No man is your God. We'll go straight to the phone lines this evening and talk some more. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. Hello, how are you doing? All right, we lost that. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Great to talk to you.
Good evening.
Good evening, great to have you. What's your name?
My name is Charles.
Charles, great to have you. It's a joy talking to you, Charles.
Yeah. Please, I need a clarification on this topic. Are you talking of religious torture centers or torture centers?
Torture centers in general, but you know they always have a religious slant to it, because there's an air of authority and subjugation sometimes that is connoted with the variance of religion. So that's why you cannot talk about it without talking about this, religious bodies. But it's not about religion. It's about the mindset of those people. So do you have any experiences to this? Are you still there? Oh, we lost him. It's a shame. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Great to have you.
Yes, great. My name is Kayode, and I'm calling you from Ogombo.
Great to have you, Kayode.
Yes. Incidentally, I'm a pastor,
Yeah.
Though a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God.
Yeah.
You see, I have an experience sometime before I got some better knowledge. I got admission into the university, and all these concepts. So you are the first in the family and all that. And my dad, in order to take me to a spiritual person and all that to pray, he took me to somewhere in Bar Beach where we met an old man, gray hair, and all that, like all those prophets of old and all that. And I was asked to have a bath. I went into the bedroom, and you won't believe it, my wristwatch was stolen. Yes, just in that same place. My wristwatch was stolen, and all sort of things. You see, the reality is this. Most of us are confusing a lot of things. We're confusing spirituality. We're confusing people that, could speak into your future as if they are speaking from God and all this. And most of these guys are actually using psychology.
Yeah.
To look relevant and extort money from most people. And that's what it amounts to. And suppress you, subject you to their control. So we should be very, very careful. I mean, the Bible says when you know the truth, it will set you free.
Yeah.
The challenge is that most people are not paying attention even to the Bible. They don't read the Bible. They just want quick solution. Yeah. And that's why they are being exploited. So we must be careful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, somebody says we must let go of some issue and face reality. My name is Adam from Lucky. I had a similar situation in 23, city of Abuja. I was flogged for 3 days, all in the name of solution to a problem. I never returned there. Afterwards, I was flogged for days. This life, when you draw yourself close to God Almighty and be patient with time, things will happen. Let's still go go straight to the phone lines. And this is probably brought to you by very good friends at MTN. We've got a lot of people joining us up on Instagram Live. Shea, I can see you. Dreco Preco, I can see you too on Instagram Live. Rufai Oseni on Instagram Live. Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. It's a joy talking to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Is this Nigeria Info?
Yeah, this is Nigeria Info. My name is Rufai. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Emmanuel, calling from Nigeria area.
Good to have you, Manuel. Talk to me.
I must tell you the truth. I'm so much delighted having the privilege speaking with you Nigeria Info this evening. I've been trying it long time. I'm a busy person. Most times I'm working, I listen to the program.
Thank you.
Honestly, I must say the truth. I've been enjoying the program coming on Nigeria Info.
Thanks.
Onto the program tonight. I just want to speak briefly on that. You see, are you hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. The issue of churches, cultural center. Anyway, that may be a bit unfair, really, but I think it's a national thing, and it's true and it's fact. Yes, it's happening all around. Though we can't really pinpoint, we can say it's so peculiar to a particular church. For me, I don't want to mention names.
That's true.
But I've seen it all around me. I've seen where humans are being degraded, have been molested, for things like that. But then the reason for calling is this, because I'm listening to the program right from the beginning. I want you to be very careful as you handle things like this, mostly anything that has to do with church. Because one, you cannot differentiate which church is truly the one of God, the godly one, from the one that is of the world. So you have to be very careful and asking for the leading of the Holy Ghost to do this for you. We see them all around, really, but just be careful. And please, I'm so sorry saying this. That's what the word torture center, when referring to church, just find a way to look out for a better word.
Okay, so I appreciate your concern, but I'll still use the word torture center. Let's call them for what it is. And if you heard my explanation earlier on, I stated it for what it is. You see, these are people that have a problem with their minds. Their minds are weak, but they're using the subjugation paraphernalia of religion. Does it mean they represent religion? No. What they are using is they're using the philosophy of theology to subjugate people. It doesn't mean they represent religion. So the problem here is not religion. The problem is, hang on a minute. The problem is a lot of people that are sick in society, that have had traumatic experiences growing up, but they look for religion as a cloak to hide under. So if you hear that analogy, it's not about religion. It's not about religion. It's just a variation and a slant it's taken. I'm sure you get that correctly, right?
Very well.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate you.
Okay, this is my opinion. I understand you very well. But what I'm trying to say earlier on was that how do you differentiate this set of people from the other set of people?
You know what?
Okay.
Christ is love.
That is true. We all know that.
So anybody that you go to in the bid of praying with you that doesn't exhibit love doesn't exhibit Christ. When somebody says, roll on the floor, let me slap your face, does that exhibit love?
No. That is out of it.
So that's not Christ.
But there are other exercises. Apart from rolling on the floor, there are various of, various exercises.
As long as love is violated, it doesn't represent Christ. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate you for that. Let's just see if we can take one more call before we go to a quick commercial break and start wrap things up. Listen, hello, how you doing?
Hello, good evening.
Great to have you, sir.
Jide from Surulere. I think the scope of this subject, of this topic, should be broadened.
Yes, it is.
Beyond about churches or mosques, religious torture centers, and all that. The topic is not centered. It's not as if churches or mosques or religious or whatever have become targets of this discussion. There are so many homes where children are being tortured, being starved for failing exams and so on, or where they're being hit on the head, like I listened to a program.
Can you bring that to the fore? Can you talk about it? Because the scope is broad enough.
Yes, hold on. Let me just finish. And then if you want also to see torture centers on a daily basis, go to the police cells around the city of Lagos. Go to Babi police station, go to Surulere, go to Ajangbadi, go to all those places where police state actors perpetrate all of these things. They even shoot, suspects in the leg and do all sorts of things. Those are places, that I think we should focus much more on. Torture is bad generally, and let's broaden the scope beyond religious, which bad, whether irrespective of where it's happening.
Okay, thank you.
Some people will cause traumatic brain injury to children by knocking them on the head. Mechanics, who are training the children, apprentices, perpetrate all of these things.
Thank you so much.
Especially state actors. So
thank you so much.
The churches are mosques alone for now.
Thank you so much. All right, I really appreciate your concerns, but it's a broad topic. If you have those experiences too, say it. It might even be somebody that works for you. There's some people that work for you in the office, on the home. It's a torture center for them. Put that in. I know we are very, very touchy when it comes to religion, but the truth is we need to have solid conversations with ourselves. And that's just it. Hello, how are you doing? That's what Conversation with Rufai is here for. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello. Good evening.
Great to talk to you.
All right. So I really want to talk about torture centers. Actually, there are torture centers in Lagos, Nigeria, and there are spiritual homes. I think as much as we're talking about torture centers, I mean registered torture centers. There are torture centers for Department of Correction. Now, I also want you to discuss about these traditional killings in Lagos, not just torture centers. For example, their festival they normally do in Lagos at Oro Festival. You understand? They kill people. They use people for human sacrifice in Lagos. They kill human beings, not only torture centers, not flogging of people and all that. Then, if we see people that do those stuff in churches and all that, we should report them to police. Mm-hmm. You understand? So, somebody was calling and saying, don't address only the churches, address both. I'm saying address both the churches and both the spiritual homes. You understand? Address it because they are doing these things openly in Lagos. These festivals, they beat people to death, and also these so-called celestial churches.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you. We'll go for a quick breather now. We'll come back and we'll continue the conversation. But everything you've talked about this evening is heard. We'll be right back.
It's just a 60 seconds break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Let's get straight to it. It's Conversations with Rufai.
All right, welcome back. Still the home stretch right here on Conversations with Rufai. We're on Instagram Live. We see a lot of people. Jaka Luku, Asami Adekoya, A Engineering, Christy Mobi. You joined us up on Instagram Live. That's Rufai Oseni. Thanks so much. And we're also streaming live Nigeria Info on YouTube and also on Facebook, so you can see it live. But let me just set this straight. When we have conversations, I want them to be very robust and no holds barred on my conversations, and that's my style. I mean, if you listen to my show before, I know it's quite touchy when people talk about religion. I'm extending it across board, but don't say because you have religious affiliations that we cannot talk about that. Newsflash: I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God too. All right. But what is bad, and this is devoid of religion. And if you heard my initial thesis, it's not about religion. It's about people that have been hurt, try to take it out on other people, various means. So where do they do? They do it at the workspace. They use religion as a tool. They do it for people that are apprentices. They use force because they are in government, they're in power, they're security operatives, they've got a gun. They use that. They use tradition as a tool. So it's about the pervasive chaos in the mindset. So we're not just narrowing down. And that's why, please, I want to encourage you, when you call, go straight to the point. Let's not try to modernize and flip what the topic should be like. I know what we're setting as the agenda. So just go straight to the point and iron this out. Let's talk about this because we don't have too much time. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Great to talk to you.
Yeah, good to talk to you. Welcome on board, Rufai.
Thank you so much.
I am impressed.
Thank you.
You came to our territory.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, sir.
I tell you what, people can design it and talk about it in any way. You already said something about religion. The pain of our society today is not corruption, it's religion.
Yeah.
And that's what people hide under and cover themselves up. These are centers. You already described it. You said it. Torture centers. Where you have people who have the mechanic workshop and they come approach with violence, approach their people, train them with violence. Well, we don't agree. We don't agree to that. Police stations, they carry on with some hard approach to some of these criminals. We agree. But these torture centers where people go there out of their own volition, say, okay, look, I need help, spiritual help, and they subject them to such inhuman I mean, it's not something anybody should support. Say we should be careful, and that's why they come. Be careful. That spiritual man. I had an experience. Someone came to pray for me. I am vision impaired, and when I had a problem in 2017, all the spiritual guys come, let me pray for you. Come, let me pray for you. They came to my house, kneel down, and they asked me how much.
Hello. Oh, it's a shame we lost that. Do all the callers back. If we get a call, right back in. We also got a couple of messages, and you can do well to send us WhatsApp message. I'm still trying to fix around the number, but once I get it, I should be able to get it done. I think we have a call. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hello.
It's a joy talking to you. Good evening. Hello? Oh, we lost that. Hello, it's a joy talking to you. Good evening. Hello? Oh, we lost that.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Very well. I'm still the same Emmanuel.
Oh, Emmanuel, yeah.
Please, I'm sorry for still calling back.
Emmanuel, I have a standing rule. So going forward, I'll let this slide, but going forward, once you call once, don't call again. So that we can have other people
I heard
come
you.
in. Yeah, good.
I heard everything you said.
Yeah.
What I just want to emphasize on is this. One, I want you to look at it. I'm not a priest. I'm not a church-going person, and I'm not a pastor here. But I want you to understand something very clearly here. One, this idea of you looking at it as torture-centered. One, I want you to look at it from the fact that the people going there, most of them, some of them still got their salvation from that same places you are looking at. Actually, you've not really pinpointed a particular place, really. You didn't say from a particular church A or B or whatever. You generalize your matter. So I'm going to look at it from you just sticking to church. Of course, you told me they're hiding under religious whatever name, whatever. Let's leave that. Some of these people, some people still go there and they got salvation. They got
their salvation by beating them, by punching them, by hurting them, by lacerating them with nasset blade. Is that how they got their salvation? They didn't get their salvation. What they got was hurt. What they got was pain. Pain that is ruining their marriages 15, 20 years down the line. They got destruction of their mindsets. They got lack of belief and confidence in themselves. That's what they got. They didn't get healing. They came out and they told you, oh, we got healing. It's a lie. You don't hurt people and you expect them just to flip like that. They might say that because they're scared initially. They got pain. They got sorrow. They got blood. They got tears. That's what they got. That's it. That's what they got. Let's call a spade a spade. That's why I have conversations with Rufai. You see, because society is so inundated with a lot of fear about talking about things that affect us. Hello.
Hello.
Great to have you.
Yeah, good evening.
It's a joy talking to you.
Thank you. My name is Odinaka. I'm calling from Ibejileki.
Odinaka, great to have you.
Yeah, I was just trying to actually, let's call it spade like you mentioned. This torture center, you people are just giving it another glorifying name. These are religious bodies. The discovery started from the north. In fact, the entire media, both print and just play down on it. Nobody wants to mention names. I have seen even within this vicinity that I'm staying, where they teach these children and they are flogging them for not reciting Quran very well. What, is it by force? Salvation is not by force. It's being ordered, engineered by the Holy Spirit. Once you are convicted, you will give your life to Christ and will begin the process of the discipling you begin. It's not by force. So both the Christian body like the White Garment Church and the Muslim, they are the people perpetrating all these things. Let's not say give it a name that is a torture center. Who are the people creating the torture center? From the North, Kaduna, and wherever they discovered it, are they torture center? Are they not the Muslims there? The ones in the government, the one that this guy is talking about in Rufai, I know that place. It's close to where I stay. Is it not a Christian White Garment Church? So let's call it spade. Let us not jump again. This is the problem in Nigeria, and that's why we are dying or nobody is talking. Because we want to avoid something. We don't want to offend anybody. Let the spade be spade. Good evening.
Thanks a lot. It's Conversations with Rufai. We'll say it like it is. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hi, it's a joy talking to you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Malik.
Oh, Malik.
And,
I heard a woman's voice at first. So I was like...
Sorry, what did you say?
I thought I heard a woman's voice first saying hi.
Oh, okay. No, it's probably... I got sore throat.
That's all right.
This is a very, very interesting topic, and I think people are really taking it the other way around. You mentioned a very broad topic. We're talking about torture centers. And if more people are relating the religious homes where they probably go for salvation, so to speak, as places where if they're relating it to torture centers, then we have an issue in this country. Let's call, like we're saying, let's call it spade a spade. Nobody will go to a church, a mosque, get beaten, and come back and talk about, oh, I got salvation. That is a lie. In as much as I don't want to see this as a religious topic, which I'm trying not to do, but if more people are coming back to say, oh, churches or mosques are the places where that's what it is. I mean, let's not mince words there. Let's nobody come and talk about you being careful and all that. Your church is your God. I mean, your relationship with God is a personal thing. And fine, may we not have issues that would be much more than us, that probably drive a lot of people to all these places looking for solutions and all that. I mean, we should stop saying things like it's a religious issue, you should be careful, you don't know what. We know what it is. I'm a Christian. Yeah, my name is Malik, but I'm a Christian. So let's just stop this whole thing and state what it is as what it is.
Thanks a lot, Malik.
So I think it's a very good topic, and we should just, instead of us saying this is things we shouldn't talk about, we should start looking at things and probably finding solutions to all these things. Educate more people, get them to see things the way it should be. Find solace in family, friends, instead of going to all the places where...
Thanks
I'm
a lot,
not saying
Malik.
don't go to church for prayers, but once anybody comes here and starts saying, you need to roll on the floor, you need to do this and that, then it's an
Thanks a
issue
lot,
for
Malik.
me. Thank you, Rufai.
Thanks a lot. One thing I'd like to tell you is this. Somebody once asked, how do you know the truth? There's a Scottish adage that says the truth will definitely ouch. But, I mean, how to know the truth when it comes to this disposition is love. God is love. And if that person doesn't do anything, if that person can't pray for you in love and expect you to get better, and he has to extort and exploit you, well, that's not the truth. You see, when I come on the radio, my goal is to emancipate a lot of people from mental slavery. And let me tell you this beforehand. We will not agree on many things. We will disagree on many things. We'll fight on many things. We'll never be on the same part on many things. But at the end of the day, when you sit back and you think through these assertions, you will see that I have just moved the ante of the conversation in society to something that is positive for everybody. It's the positivity of society I want. I might be wrong. I'll make some wrong assertions sometimes. And that's why you're there to correct me. So it's a collaboration. Welcome to the possibility of a collaboration. Very big thanks to MTN. And thanks each and every one of you for calling us up this evening.
More news and